13:22 to go here in the second period. Jared Crespo heads off for Penn State's second penalty here in the second period. Penn State wins the defensive zone faceoff, sends it all the way down the length of the ice. Soulier drops it at the AHA logo right behind his own cage. Minnesota breaking out of their own defensive zone here. In with speed in the neutral zone, it's Oliver Moore right up the ice. Hands off Snuggerud on the near side. His cross-ice pass goes off of the stick and into the crowd. What a nice grab by a fan there celebrating, much to the pleasure of the home faithful. And Thomas, they haven't had much to cheer about, but they got loud after that grab.
Well, I know Penn State baseball is in action. The NFL Combine is in action, and you can see there's some fans putting their skills on display here early and making a nice grab like Penn State baseball did the other day with Paxton Kling.
Also picked up another victory today, 17-6 win for Penn State baseball. Penn State hockey also looking to find the win column. They're going to need a couple of goals to do so, trailing 1-0, under 13 minutes to go here in the second period. Puck taken away by Carter Shade, one-on-one. Shade throws a shot in on Soulier, sicked it away, throws it in the near side corner. Shade takes Snuggerud to the boards, hands off for Rinzel. Rinzel in his own defensive zone, now it's Moore in the neutral zone. Moore gains the blue line right at the Big Ten logo, hands off for Brody Lamb. Those two can't connect on the pass, and now it's Nick DeGraves. Gets it in deep, now on the forecheck against Rinzel. Just over a minute to go on Jared Crespo's penalty. He's serving a 2-minute penalty for holding. Penn State gets a couple of fresh skaters out on the ice. Now it's Snuggerud. Snuggerud at the blue line on the far side. Button hooks, now hands off. Zemer. Goal line extended. Now it's Snuggerud near side. Snuggerud, goal line extended, still with it. Hands off Zemer. Zemer straight away. Pass on the far side. Rinzel thought about the shot, now thinks better. Hands off again. Snuggerud tees up a blast. Blocked out in front by Simon Mack. Mack trying to clear it, and he's able to do so. What a huge play by Simon Mack, putting his body in front of a slap shot from Jimmy Snuggerud and getting the puck out of harm's way. Under 30 seconds to go on Minnesota's power play.
That one will certainly leave a mark, Alex, and for sure putting the body on the line there, Simon Mack for Penn State.
Now it's Dane Dowiak sending in the puck all the way down the ice. Soulier out of his net. Penn State doing a good job killing off the two penalties that they've taken here in the second period. Racing up the ice, it's Minnesota. It's Zemer. He loses the handle of the puck, and now it's in Simon Mack, right in front of the cage of Sergeyev. Couldn't get a shot off. It was Connor Kurth. Now Serrato in his own defensive, or Dowiak rather, in his own defensive zone, just gets it out. Penn State looking to build some momentum after the two penalty kills. Guy Gadowski brings on his top line, Danny Geniev and Aiden Fink rather, but it's Minnesota. Paulson looking for Zemer. His shot just goes wide of Sergeyev. On the near side, back out to the blue line. At the point, it's Thomas. Goes wide off the boards behind Sergeyev. Under 11 to go here in the second period. This one's still behind the net. Shot opportunity saved by Sergeyev right in front of his cage. Hughlin racing, just throws his stick out, keeps it in his offensive zone, but Geniev picks his pocket. Geniev to Fink, near side. Fink throws a shot. Big save by Soulier. Rebound opportunity. Lawback throws a pass right in front of the slot. No one was home for Penn State, however. Lawback on the forecheck here. Hughlin pass out into Middlestat right in the slot.
And Minnesota, after getting just one shot on net in that power play, they got quite a few there in the offensive zone. Great job by the Golden Gophers putting the pressure back on.
Now it's Penn State. Lawback takes a shot, blocked out in front, never got through. That was Cal Thomas putting the body. Slap shot, that one just whistles wide of the cage of Soulier. Puck redirects into the near side corner and out of Penn State's defensive or offensive zone rather. Back in it, they go. It's DeMarsico to Fink. DeMarsico still with it. He scores! The moment Hockey Valley was waiting for. Matt DeMarsico ties the game at one apiece after a beautiful feed by Aiden Fink. DeMarsico was all alone in the slot, and he buried it.
What a screen there, if you will, by Aiden Fink. A nice little X crossover freed up DeMarsico, and he buried it, beat the blocker of Soulier. But what a moment for DeMarsico and Fink, obviously on the kid line last year. They've turned into grown men quickly here in Happy Valley, and DeMarsico strikes and erupts this Happy Valley crowd.
The 11th goal of the year for Matt DeMarsico makes it a 1-1 game with just under 10 minutes to go here in the second period. Penn State on the attack once more. DeMarco played it with a high stick, just able to keep it in the zone momentarily. Minnesota shovels it out of harm's way. Now it's DeMarco once more. Soulier out of his net, right behind it. It's Serrato on the attack. Serrato, far side on the backhand. Serrato still with it. His pass intercepted here. Goes right to Zemer. Zemer at the red line for Minnesota. Penn State has the momentum with 9:20 to go here in the second period. Oliver Moore has it. Now it's Penn State with numbers heading the other way. It's Serrato. He takes the shot. Big save by Soulier. Rebound opportunity for DeGraze right at the goal mouth, and they score! It's the freshman, J.J. Weebush, throwing a puck right in front of the net of Liam Soulier, and this place is exploded. What a moment for Penn State, throwing pucks in front. It was Serrato, it was Weebush, but they get the huge goal. It's 2-1 Penn State.
Well, Alex, how about 2 goals in a minute and 3 seconds? They're looking like my Chicago Blackhawks back in the day. But how about Hockey Valley erupting here? And the freshman Weebush, a perfect opportunity. That puck was bouncing all over the place in the air. They're playing baseball out here like we said before. And finally it ends up in the back of the net. And Liam Soulier, when it rains, it pours. He's starting to let them come in a rapid fire rate. What a goal and what a moment for these Penn State Nittany Lions.
An avalanche of sound here at Pagula Ice Arena as they pot 2 goals in just over a minute on their former netminder. Minnesota in on the attack. It's Kurth. Pass out in the slot. Directed away. It was intended for Matthew Wood. Now it's Penn State once more. They have numbers heading the other way, looking for Lugris. Lugris just got that puck poked off of his stick for a moment, trying to find Schoen behind the net, but Minnesota doing a good job playing in their own defensive zone. Given right back to Penn State, it's Lugris. Headed back to Genev on the far side corner. Lawback throws a shot, goes right in the slot. Loose puck taken by Sam Rimzel. Puck lodged in the neutral zone. Now it's Lawback on the attack. Right at with Wood, right in the blue line, right in front of us. Penn State continuing to make noise here. They lead 2-1, 8 minutes to go. Now it's in the hands of their superstar, Aiden Fink, in their own defensive zone. He passes back to Shade. Now long pass up the ice, it's Fink. Fink in the slot, thought about the shot, hands off Lawback, gets pressured there. Shot by Shade, that one blocked out by a Golden Gopher right in front of the net. It was Aaron Hughlin. Now it's Brody Lamb with speed racing down the near side. His pass thrown right in the slot. No one was home, however, for Minnesota. Crespo behind the cage with Sergeyev. Hands off Shade. Now it's Lawback on the far side, half boards. On the backhand, sending a pass all the way down the length of the ice for Aiden Fink. That'll go for icing with 7:37 to go here in the second period. But Penn State has exploded. They take a 2-1 advantage here in the middle frame.